Ah, hey guys, hope you are doing good. Yeah, I kind of did like fuck myself up a little. Like I did kind of end up. Hey, Cinnamon, how you doing? Yeah, I kind of like after the Sunday stream, I did like open it on Discord as well. Although I need to figure out the logistics with Discord since I can just open it there, but I need to figure out a way to like chat or like I guess it does have a chat separate for the channel there as well, so that might work in the future. But hey, hope you're doing good, Cinnamon. Give me a second to start up the game and do all the funny things so that like I can get used to in the future having to do it simultaneously on Discord as well. Uh, but yeah, after the stream on Sunday, I actually felt really sick. Like I actually went to a doctor about it, and even the doctor doesn't know what like actually messed me up that bad. But I'm a lot better now. Appetite hasn't fully recovered yet, but mostly better. Also, I just realized that she's actually different on the menu this time as well. But yeah, I hope you're doing good as well, if anything. Yeah, I just realized, like I was about to say before I got distracted by multiple things at once. She actually does change on the menu as well, which is quite cute, but what are we doing again? I remember she did the age progression thing, so she's a little less war now, but yeah, she's a lot less war now. Especially in the full character art. She's starting to look more and more like a waifu of each day, but okay, wait. What were we supposed to do right now? Go to the snowfield entrance. But yes, I also, which reminds me before I forget, game volume is too loud. Oh, my apologies. Give me a second. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why I had audio capture at max. Like usually, like on Twitch, not Twitch, sorry. Like on OBS, they have their own like audio mixer, and typically I have that audio mixer at like 50%. But for some reason, it was at 100%, and I don't know if that's just because like Twitch did the funny again. Because I know Twitch sometimes does that, where they just like kind of mess with it a little. But okay, what was I gonna do again? Actions, sleep. Yeah, first thing of the stream, we just sleep, right? What's the most mood thing we could potentially do? Sleep. Oh, even the sleeping animation. Yeah, I guess the sleeping animation would be different, huh? Since she's a lot bigger now. Wait, I want to see that again. Okay. Secondary spells, less booster. Booster circle? 50% plus 20% total MP cost of magic. Oh, these are just the buff spells. Huh. Seems like I can't really craft more. 20% cost of spells. But yeah, I actually came down with us. Wait, what was I gonna say again? There were a lot of things I wanted to say at once, because like being sick the past few days and also putting up the other thing. But yeah, I did put up a poll in the content news for those who are interested for like what other multiplayer games we can do together. So if you guys are interested in playing multiplayer games together, you can feel free to vote for it there. I don't have Palworld nor Helldiver yet, but I've been planning to buy both of those games anyway at some point, so if there's enough interest, I will. Else, we can just play whatever you guys are interested in. I just put a bunch in there for now. Oh, there's a lot more votes than before, huh? Okay, cool. But yeah, like Helldiver 2 and Palworld, both I've been considering buying, so I just put those two in as well. Since, like with GBF, it's like, I'll honor it and buy it. Thought Palworld was free on the Game Pass. Yeah, but I don't have that Game Pass thing. That's like an Xbox Microsoft thing, right? Although I heard the performance wasn't as good, so I'm not sure whether I'll actually want to use it. for it, because like I remember Infidave complaining that it wasn't actually very good at the time. Maybe it's better now, but I remember like complaints about the performance, so I wasn't sure whether I should just buy it separately instead. Though with Helldiver, I'll definitely need to buy that, I think. I don't think that one is on the thing. But that game did look quite hype. Like, I love, like, the big propaganda posters in that thing. Like, there's just something about the whole, like, Starship Trooper, that kind of, like, very weird dystopian propaganda posters. It just gets me a little. That's really fun. Oh, you bought Helldivers as well? I mean, Helldiver, not verse, but yeah, The 6 I can't beat the plate. I see you two have been pretty sick, huh? Oh no, did something very serious happen? Hopefully it's nothing serious though. Like for me, it's like up till like Tuesday, I was down with a stomach virus. Like not a stomach flu, but like according to the doctor, it was a stomach virus, which they don't know what caused it to spread to me. They just know that like I got it and that's a thing that happened. And so I was just like down for quite a bit. Like, oh, that was actually horrible. Like, it kicked in the moment I ended the stream. Like, I was like, okay, I'll end the stream. And then I walked out. I was like, I'm gonna have dinner now. And then I just realized, like, wait a minute, I have no appetite at all. What's going on? And 2 minutes later, 2 hours later, around midnight, I just like threw up blood or something. Which was kind of scary. But yeah, mostly fine now. Norovirus or something. I don't know what it was. Like, the doctor doesn't know what it was. Like, I'm fine now, don't worry. The blood was because my throat is weak, not because, like, I'm gonna die or something, so it's fine. I mean, it's not fine that my throat is weak, but the blood wasn't, like, something massively serious. Though, February and flus, huh? I guess it does happen as well, huh? Like, I'm not sure if it's the same there as over here. I'm trying to saw blood. I start writing my will. Yeah, to be honest, no. It's like, to be honest, when I first saw it, I didn't know what the fuck it was. Because it's not red. It was... It's like... You know when there's this thing where, like, people, like... When they throw up, and then there's, like, black, like, small little, like, coffee chunks in there. Apparently, that's supposed to be blood. And that was in it. I didn't know what it was, so I just went to the when I went to like book a appointment with the doctor, because like for Japan you kind of have to book with the doctor an appointment beforehand nowadays because of like the pandemic. Then like in the setup thing that they had, you could like input like your symptoms as well, and then when I inputted that I had vomiting, the second pop-up said like, were there black specks in your vomit? And I was like, wait, is that blood? And it just wrote there that's like dried blood. And I was like, oh, you didn't go to the ER. Apparently I did not. Because I thought it was just a normal like food poisoning or something, because I didn't know it was blood at the time. So I threw up once. I went to sleep. I woke up 3 hours later and I threw up again at 3 AM. And then I like decided to like do the thing for a doctor. And I was like, oh, that might have been blood. But like the doctor opens in like 6 hours, so I just like gave up. I probably should have gone to one, but thankfully I didn't because it wasn't that serious. Who is she? Like apparently it's just a stomach virus, so even if I did go to the ER, they wouldn't have been able to do anything. Though to be honest, me not thinking of going for it might have just been me being so out of it that I just didn't think of it. But yeah, aside from a slight loss in appetite, I'm pretty much fine now. So hopefully you get well soon too. You know, I believe in you. If I can overcome this, whatever this was, I have faith. You have my prayers that you will be fine too. You got American and you're allergic to ER. No, it was literally like there was a part of me that was so afraid of missing work at the time that I was like, no, I can't go to the ER. I need to go to work the next day. And in the end, I just gave up going the next day anyways.
ブラックジョー、これ見て。
ここまで来られただけでもすごいっすね。
There's a part of me that was like, no, I need to go. I need to go to work. And then I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not going. I'm not going anymore.
普通の人間なら説
Like,
明
I
の
just
入り
gave
口
up.
この勇
Like
姿
after throwing up the second time, I just gave up. I was like, nah,
見た感じ
it's not worth it.
脱走したい
でもこの氷。
くんくんそうっすね。この氷から
Ah,
アリスの魔力の匂いがし
hey,
ないっす。
hey, Infidave, welcome back.
アリス？
No, no, no. Let me recover before you
こ
shoot
の
again.
雪原の精霊
at
って
least.
もこの勇姿を氷にした魔力はアリスのものじゃないっすね。
Well, yeah, it's like just something about like not wanting to go to miss work at a time
魔力で
as
作られ
well.
た氷はそう
That
簡
was
単
just
に
playing in the
溶け
back of
な
my
いっす。
head. Got to end game and relink. That was fast. How much grandier did it get?
それにこんなに寒い環境なら
I think
永
AI
遠
farm.
に溶けないっす
AI
ね。
farm? Are the AIs that smart to be able to farm on their own? Also, I like how like the Grand Blue game actually has like an auto button so the text will play itself. Meanwhile, this game doesn't. Like, bro, where's my QOL?
むしろすぐに消えそうなものなのに。
Where's my visual novel QOL where I push the start button and it just like plays the dialogue once the previous
火炎
dialogue
と電
finishes?
撃の魔力はエネルギーが一瞬で爆発して散らばる性質っすけど、氷結の魔力は生成された場所で固まる特性があるんすよ。それより
Skip game button in action game. I think that would be way too tone deaf, lol.
このまま進んだ
Yeah.
ら
No, I
僕た
think
ちも
there
ア
was
リ
a
スの
game that
魔力に
did that,
よって
didn't
凍っ
they?
てしまうっすよ。
Like, I don't remember the title, but I remember there was some where it's like, it's an action game with a plot, and they basically added like the equivalent of a game reviewer mode, where like if you suck too much at the
何して
game,
るんすか？
you can just skip the action segment and go to the next story segment instead or something.
溶かしてみよう。この勇姿があの子にあったなら何か情報
Like it's
を
only
聞けるかもし
really
れない
there
よ
for people who suck so much at the game but who really want to like read the story. But I remember seeing a game that did have it.
どう
I
すか
don't remember
ね？
I don't remember what game that
助け
was,
た
but
と
I'm
ころで
pretty sure I
マ
saw
ジ
it, and
だ
it's
って驚いて
probably
逃
not
げ
a
るだけ
porn
だと
game.
思うんすけど。
Even though most porn games do have that as well. But I'm pretty sure it's not one of those. I'm pretty sure it was a very normal game that had it as well. Not enough porn games have recommend that feature. It's a very good feature. I guess, like, if you think about it, if they didn't have a feature like that, how would the people at IGN be able to review the games? Right? Like, they wouldn't. They just can't. Did you see how they tried to create a Cuphead tutorial? They can't. No, it's not possible. You need a skip game button in your game so that the game reviewers can review the game. Or rather, IGN reviewers, I guess.
助かった。助けてくれてありがとう。
Who is he? And why does he look like?
私を見て驚かないんだ。
安心して。
Must
俺は
became a
ロビン。
murderer and cremated
高
him.
級勇士だけど。
Yeah, and he looks like one of those characters that will like get forced. Like if this was one of those like early 2000s ecchi animes, he would be one of those guys that be forced to cross dress because of how he looks. Because he looks like a
最
fanboy.
近聞いた話。
本当だってば。
Okay, maybe not in the art as much, but his chibi makes him look a lot like one.
下っ端なんだ。魔女狩りなんかには興味ないよ。信じて。
But yeah, feeling a lot better now. Here's hoping I don't miss the Blue Archive Cafe.
魔女に関心が
Like I booked it a second time for Friday night. And I'm gonna go there and see how it's like. And then at some point I need to go to Osaka for the karaoke as well. No, I can EFK the AI clear mission in 10 minutes. I'm surprised that the AI gets competent enough to do that, to be honest. Wait, do the enemies not target you or something?
それにしてもどうやって雪原まで来たの
Like, I'm surprised that the AIs would just willingly let you, like... or rather that the game doesn't, like, automatically target you for doing that. Like, I'm pretty sure... Was it... Monster Hunter that had that as well?
俺は友達に会いに来たんだ。
Or something. Like I remember that. No, I think it was some of the Dark Souls game that had something, right? That the moment you start using the Estus Flask, the enemies were programmed to basically target you harder to like stop you from using it
友達が
if they were like off cooldown.
もしかして青い帽子をかぶった魔女じゃなくて親族
But I remember that it was either an MMO or like some party game like Monhan where they basically had something that prevented you from AFKing by getting the boss to target you more if you were like AFKing.
そうだよ。ルナは
50k
雪
HP,
原に
max
隠れて暮らして
regen,
るん
low
だ。
hostility, auto revive, low hostility. I see low
でもちょっ
hostility and it
と
just reminds
複
me
雑
of
な
like
事情があ
fucking.
って会うのが難しくなったんだ。
No, why is I saw the words low hostility and for some reason it
こ
triggered
れ
like
も全部俺のせいだよ。
flashbacks of Against the Storm in my brain and I don't know why. Did that game even have hostility? Oh wait, no, hostility of the forest, right?
じゃあ
Yeah.
ルナは
I saw low hostility and it just immediately triggered that in my brain. I was like,
ことだよね
no, I mean yes, low hostility, good.
ルナは
It
深
took
く
like
傷つい
fucking
てるんだ。
50 years of stress to get there
で
though.
もルナは誰も信じないはずだよ。
That game did something to my brain, that's all I can say. It's just like permanent damage now.
じゃあルナに
It's
会
like,
う方法はないの
hostility. No
私も
no
話
forest,
したい
no.
ことがあるの
俺だってルナに会ってちゃんと
You put
話
a
したいよ。
trillion survivability sigils in your character. Wait, how many sigils can you set at max?
本当に時々だけど
Let me
ルナ
open
が
my
イチ
drink
ゴを
real
求
quick.
めにイノシシ平
I
原
have
に来るんだ。運が良ければ
Carton
そ
of
こで会えるかもしれないよ。
Earl Grey tea here that someone left in my house.
よーしイノシシ平原で待ってればいつかはルナに会えるってことだよね
だけど気をつけて。ルナを捕まえようとする勇士たちがイノシシ平原にしょっちゅう現れるんだ。
So someone gave me something. Let me show you guys something real quick. Like I couldn't believe it when I saw it myself. Give me like 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Oh, wait, I can't find it. Like someone gave me something really cool. Like they gave me an American bar of chocolate, and I was so shocked when I saw it, cause like I couldn't believe how big it was when I got it. The issue now is that it's not where I thought it was, so I actually need to go and find it. So I'll do that later. We'll continue the game for now.
やっぱり君は悪い勇士じゃなかったんだねありがとう
I need to remember where exactly I put it, or if I even took it out of the bag for that matter. No, I did take it out of the bag because I used my work bag when I went there. Oh, I found it. Yeah, like I was so amazed because I didn't know that like this. Okay, so like I'm gonna look like shit because like I just showered and my hair's all like frizzy and all, but like. This is a normal bar of chocolate, right? Like, I mean, it says potato chip on it, but like this is the size of a normal bar of chocolate, right? Like, what the fuck is this? Is this a normal thing in America? Like, literally the first time I've ever seen something this big. I'm actually amazed. Like, holy shit. They gave this to me and told me this was a normal American size, and I was like, what the It says imported from Belgium, which makes it even funnier since this is from America, but like big portions, not big, huge. This is huge by like but by Japanese standards, this is huge. Like, bro, but my Wii remote is like barely like. It's huge by every sense. Big soda tumblers can get. I have not. Just such like this pretty small. I mean, that's also true, yeah. That is true. Like our French fries, I have been told that our French fries are really small. Never seen that. You have never? I was given this some friend from America gave this to me and said this was from home. And I saw it and I was so stunned because I've never seen anything this big before. This is okay, I just checked. This is actually bigger than a narrow figure. Like this is actually bigger than a narrow figure. So that's good to know. But yeah, this US portion get pretty big. I'm amazed that it's actually that big though. The opposite of the spectrum. Yeah, that's true though. Like Japanese portions are really pretty small. Now that you mention it, like I remember seeing, like I was just talking to someone about that earlier today as well, and they were talking about how like our French fries are like smaller. Our large or Japan's large is about the same size as Singapore's medium or something like that, which makes it super small as well. Like Japan has the smallest large fries. Stand back, okay. I mean, as if they have free healthcare. So you're saying that they have the British portions instead, huh? That's amazing though. I don't know how long it'll take me to finish that bar of chocolate. I'll let you know. But that's amazing nonetheless. Like I find that really cool. If everything is that big, I actually want to go there once just to like buy stuff. There's something be in the freezer for the next year. It's just like maybe the whole day. How? No way you're gonna finish that in one day. Like no way. I refuse to believe you can actually finish the entirety of that in one day. That's waiting for Luna. Who? Are you Luna? No. Chocolate for the whole day. Bro, I'm pretty sure you get diabetes just eating the entirety of that. That's like an entire. That's my entire head's length or bigger of like nuts and chocolates. You get sick of it. Yeah, that too. Alright, yeah, before that. Yeah, before the diabetes, before you get like sick of it, yeah. Like your body will be giving you all the warning signs like, hey dude, you probably don't want to do that. I don't know, I have to try it. I'll try it at some point. The unfortunate thing is that it actually snapped down the center, so it's actually like already broken in half. What was I doing again? I was supposed to investigate ball plane. Wait for Luna. Investigate ball plane. Where the fuck was the ball plane? Was I in the ball plane? Oh, that's the ball plane. It was dark chocolate, give me 3 hours of this milk. Never. I'm pretty sure that's not dark chocolate. I'm pretty sure that's not dark. Wait, let me check. Yeah, you dead, Matt. You dead. This shit's never getting fit. Pop it up, portion in the freezer. You know what I could do? I could like, oh wait, no, Valentine's is already over, huh? Oh, I was gonna say I could do the funny thing where like they do in the anime where they take a chocolate bar and they just make it into like chocolates and give it away for Valentine's. Like I could just do something like that, even though I have no one to give it to. And even though I'm supposed to be the one that's receiving instead of giving, but I'm not gonna receive anyway, so it's like I just give it away. Who's in the steel bowls? I can imagine, with how big it is, I can imagine, yeah. I like how her voice is also slightly... My HP which is 0, okay. You don't even have one, or once the one that gave you a... Was the one that gave you a goal? No, what? Wait, what? No, I mean no one gave me one this year. Because, you know... guy living alone. tends to make it a little harder. Although I did have to give, I'll give you the chocolate then. Oh, that wasn't on Valentine's. That was from a friend who like came from America, and then they just like gave it as a souvenir.
私の番だよ。
Like when was Valentine's last Wednesday? Yeah, it was after that, so I don't think it counts. Like even if you included the time lag for like America, it would not have counted. So it's not related to that.
待ってちゃダメだよ。
They just thought it'd be really funny to give me a giant like chocolate bar since I don't think I've seen anything that size in my life. So I just saw it and I was like, what damn?
ベリー様の勝ち。
Like he was, like apparently he was also the same person who gave me the potato chip crisp. Wait, what the fuck? I'm only now realizing what flavor this is. Like, I saw potato chip crisp. I thought this was actual chips, but no. This is chocolate with potato chips in it. I'm only realizing it now. I'm only realizing now what this is. Like, I did not realize it earlier. This is potato chip crisp milk chocolate. Schmuck back in. No.
Congratulations, sport!
What the fuck is this? Okay, it's still solid. I mean, it's not gonna melt since it's like, it's not like summer yet, so I guess it wouldn't melt. But I mean, it looks normal enough. I mean, like it looks normal enough. Like there's like a little like chunks of chips in there, but no, that feels weird. It's good. The chocolate's good, but like yeah, I got it. I had to queue for like 4 hours for that. And by the time I got to the store, like some stuff was already sold out. I feel so sad that I actually missed the initial ballot for the first 5 days, cause like for one problem, I bought like a little more stuff, kinda like I bought a bunch of stuff, but like that's the one thing I put up. I bought the Iori pin and they sold like a pillow that is Hina's floaty thing. That was like the one that she uses in the summer image. I actually bought the cushion that looks like it. I actually haven't opened it up yet. Let me go get it. It'll be funny. It'll be funny, right, if I go get it now. Remember when I used to play games? Like, I feel like the game is getting forgotten a little, but like, yeah, I bought this as well. Won't sign up 2 hours for Tonkatsu in Osaka once it's not worth my time. Yeah, I mean like, if you're going to very touristy places and eating the food that's recommended for tourists, the queues are always long, but I'll always say that like, it's typically not that good tasting. I'll put it on. Just a whole ass. Oh. There's a second layer of plastic on it. I can now put it on. I don't know if that's gonna work, but okay, that's just a whole. So do I just do the rest of the stream like this? Is this how I do the rest of the stream? I just sit like this and just like... No wait, I need the... Okay, we do it like I'll just like shrink my image and I'll put it in the bottom left and we'll just like... Do it like this, right? It's called Epais in Osaka if you've heard of it. So July in Japan. Ah, yeah, July is a little tough time to be eating. But it's tonkatsu as well. I would say it's a little tough with tonkatsu to find a place that's like super good, because like it's a dish that like it's just fried pork in my opinion. So it's like as much as I like tonkatsu, it's something that I don't really like find the appeal in like super high quality tonkatsu. It looks kind of uncomfortable. It's fine. It doesn't have any like, it's not putting any pressure on my neck at least, because there's like space here. Like, yeah, and then it's deep fried pork. Yeah, that's the issue. It's like deep fried, so it's like, it's tough. Oh, you know where I would recommend though if you were in Osaka? Like I mean everybody knows where Dotonbori is, right? It's the touristy place with the where the Michael Jackson impersonator in Yakuza like falls off the bridge or something. Like the opposite the street from the Dotonbori in one of the more deserted areas off the main road in the alleys where some of the cheaper hotels are. There's a really good like tori paitan place there. I love it so much. Like it was really quite cheap. The store was quite run down, but it was some of the best tori paitan I've tasted in my life. Like it's relatively popular among locals and you sometimes see like a small number of tourists there, but like very underrated, and it's like 5 minutes walk from Dotonbori. Dotonbori aka Korea. Is it that similar to Korea? I don't... I remember going there with my family like many years ago, but like I don't remember all too much at this point because it's quite a long while back. What's it called? There's just so many Koreans. I don't need to check the name of the store. Paitan Dotonbori. I need to find it again. It's the issue, cause like it was quite a while back. Everything's written in Korean. Oh, is you mean in Dotonbori? Oh yeah, there are actually like quite a bunch of Korean signs there as well, huh? Buy 5 evil stone packs of dark shells, they never get even 1 evil stone, so they don't buy me. Yeah, that's the thing with like guaranteed like element or type packs in most of those like types of games. It's like there's a very real chance you wouldn't get the thing you want as well. But yeah, this is fine. It's just that having the camera on all the time is the thing that slightly is tougher, since I still need to like I need to check the thing on the other screen simultaneously, so I'll look like I'm distracted. Just ignore that. Kindu Ramen is like the main district. The Dragon Ramen is on the straight up just have kimchi there a lot. Oh yeah, kimchi ramen is relatively popular though, I would say. Like I actually do enjoy like kimchi ramen. And like there are quite a few, I won't say like highly popular ones, but like many of the more like underground ones around Tokyo have it as well. Kindu, but yeah, the Dragon Ramen and the Kindu one, I know a lot of people who go to Japan like it, but like I am not that much of a fan. Oh, is it this one? No. What's it called? I need to find Dotonbori first. Where the fuck's... Why is it sending me to Tokyo? I found a new novel. Yeah, is it gonna be another isekai where like the main character turns into a dildo or something?
力圏前よりかなり強くなってる。
ご主人様、こ
How
れ
many
は
seems
余
to
計
have
ない
been
よ。
booming again in Japan since 2021? I can imagine, yeah, especially. How did you know? Wait, what do you mean? Is that really a thing? Like, there's no way it's actually a thing, right?
やはり剣を振るのが遅れたな。
Fuck, what was the ramen place called? It's been a while since I last went there. Where was it? Is it this one? Oh? Oh, I found it. I found it. Let me send a link if you're ever interested. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Ah, this was great.
新しい魔力圏の圧力になれるには
Like, it's really close to Dotonbori, but like, I would say I prefer this place like a lot more over the any ramen within Dotonbori itself. I was interested in planning. Oh no, what you know what, you could always be the one to plan it, and then that way you can ensure that it does happen, right?
でも最高危険レベルの魔女を跡形も
One
なく
thing
消し
also
てしまいまし
against
た。
Cat Heroes, mobile idol game, one thing, one event
お前たちは戻って報告しておけ。
that would make sense except they have no reward game period afterwards. If something come out and you have like 1 minute late, you can't spend the rest of your event token.
ジャスティス様が今始末した
Oh yeah, I mean some games used to do that as well. It's kind of messed up that like
この目で死体を確認しなければならない。
wait, sorry, I missed a bit of it.
杞憂ですよ。あれを食らって無事なわけがないではありませんか。
Okay. Well yeah, I know some games used to do that. It's a very archaic thing to do, but like nowadays games don't do it, or like most titles choose not to do it because it just feels bad for the players in general to like just cut an event off on the last day without giving people a time to like react and like spend their currencies after it ends. So most games tend to give a week, but yeah, it still happens sometimes. I'm asking them for what to do, but asking who for what to do? You mean like what they want to do?
無事に抜け出せた。
韓国料理。アクジョンロデオ。ロデオ? Wait, is this in... No, this is in Korea, right? No, this is... What the fuck? This is... What the fuck? They have full Korean signs? I thought this was Korea. What the fuck? Okay. Really cool. Really cool.
水たまりの底が
Straight up in Korean. Wait, let me show you guys what I'm looking at, cause that actually blew my mind for a second there. Let me show you guys. Like oh, okay, yeah. I mean that kind of gives it away, but like if you don't look at that, you just look around the area, it's like yeah. I mean, okay. I guess it's just the store, but like I was looking at this and I was like, what the fuck? This was in Korea. This was in Japan. I was like, huh? There's no way. Turns out it is though. Hot damn. That's actually really cool. Okay, this is a little uncomfortable, yeah, but we'll just keep this up for a little while longer until I get sick of it.
どうだろう。すごく広い洞窟だね。
On how X sounds, or if they're interested. I mean, this is the thing with going with family, right? The thing with going with family is that if it's like you're going with your parents, especially, and they're old people, there's not much point in asking them like where sounds good and where sounds bad because they wouldn't really know. Because like it's a generation of people who are used to like the idea of like guided tours where the tour guide brings them to places and they look at the thing that looks famous and they take the picture and stuff like that. So like it would be easier to just plan like where are the popular places I know my parents would want to take pictures at
もっと強くなってた
and that
よ
are like, you know, the kind of standard places that people would want to brag to their friends that they have gone to these places when they went overseas to that country. And plan those places as part of the itinerary. And then aside from that, you just like do whatever the fuck you want instead. Like, plan to go where you want instead. It's easier that way.
そもそも魔力を扱
It's
え
been
ない
very
人間には
turning
明
to be
確な
more
限
paid
界
to
があ
run
る
or
ん
render
す
is dependent on wills or whatever. But it seems like they just ignore the F2P crowd. I mean, that's kind of unfortunate.
どういう
I mean, typically, it's hard to say like why they're doing it as well. Like, if I had to guess, it's like either they're being forced by a company to do it, or
自ら魔力を使
as in
って
like
い
an
るわけじゃない
upper
っす
management company to do it, or they're just like dead in the red that they have no choice but to do it. Because like, if your sales aren't doing well enough, it's just a downward spiral from there unless you're willing to take the economic hit to like try to make things better in the to like boost like player count instead in the short term.
ただ単に教皇が剣に宿らせた魔
Listen,
法を
I'm just in weak
なん
stuff.
とか
Yeah, I mean,
発動させるのが限界ってことっすよ
yeah, it'd be hard to bring family there,
勇士
huh?
たちがみんなああいう魔法を使えるようになったらどうするの
Do they play Pokemon Go? Like all old people play Pokemon Go, right?
ジャス
I'm
ティス
sure.
が急に大きな技を使ったのが
You could bring them to like
様にとって
the Pokemon Center.
衝撃だったんすね
You could bring them to Disneyland. I'm sure they would like that.
戦ってきた勇士たちを見ると
でもあんなの反則
Akihabara would be tough, I would say, to bring parents to, cause like all it takes is walking into the wrong store. They see the naked little kid in like the thin book, and then they're like,
それほど修練してるのに
"Boy, you fucked!" And then your life is over just like that.
弱い体でも世界を支配するんすから
I can't believe that Ichiran at Notomori isn't close yet. The place is scary. 890 for ramen is absurd. 890 for ramen. Nah, I would say 890 for ramen is actually on the cheap side at this point, to be honest. Like, recently with inflation, it's cheap.
移動の先
Oh, it's another, like, magical goal. 890. Oh, for mid ramen.
親族だ
Maybe if it's really like shit or mid, I would say maybe 490 to 690 is still possible, but very few places will price that way. Like only places that don't have any self-respect or that are intentionally gunning for like the poor salaryman will sell at a price below 890 nowadays. Like any place that's above average would sell at 890, I feel like. But places that are mid,
なんか
but
すごく誤解されてる気がする
they don't want to lose space will probably price there as well. Ichiran is tough because they are like the tourist brand. Yeah, like the tourist brand, they need to price that way. If not, like people wouldn't like believe that they are like not shit ramen at this point. I mean, Cat Hero devs, they added a little really short packages change and almost all gem packs have skins that cost way more than it's worth. But that actually sounds illegal if it's actually worth more than if it costs more than it's actually worth.
ここにも勇士が
Maybe
い
not
るよ
there, but I'm pretty sure you can't do that in Japan.
ここにはどうやって入ってきたんだ
Like if you're gonna call it a sale pack and you do that, like it's actually like it actually might run into issues with the what's it called again in English? I can't remember what it's called. But like it could run into like issues with how
いくら
like
基本魔法とはいえ勇士
you
は
are displaying your good in the
これ
first
これ
place.
なんて
Ichiran put poison in the well. Yeah, I mean like Ichiran is like it's really not that good.
手強いけど
I really don't like
できるだ
Ichiran.
け早く倒してさっきの親族を見つけよう
One day I'll go down all the way to their like their main branch and actually give it a try, because like people keep telling me that like
私の番だ
the main branch is good. It's just every other branch is shit. I still have yet to try it, so I won't like say that it's definitely not. But so far it's like I don't know. It does not feel like it's any good to me.
私の番だよ
Oh wait, pet. Ah, pet. There's a lot of mana used up.
絶対的な見解の力どれどれ
Triple two? But yeah, the Tori Python place is not bad. Like if anything, I would say like if you want to try good ramen in Japan, like just Oh, sorry if that was pretty loud. Just go off the main road. Like, you would have better luck finding a treasure just exploring randomly than you would have going to a touristy location and trying the ramen there. As tough as that might be to do, it's like, that's how I find the best ramen I've eaten so far. It's like, I just walk off the path. Like in a location, never been there before. Just like, just like walk off the main road as far as possible, look for a ramen place and just give it a try. Typically, you won't be disappointed. The entire 890 at Ichiban is fine when you can get Jiro ramen at Shibuya within 700. Yeah, I mean that's really cheap in comparison when you think about it. As in Jiro. But like, I'm surprised Ichiran is only at 890 still though. Like, I have not been there after the pandemic, but like, Ichiran always gives me the image that they would be at like a 990 to 1090. I mean 1090, 1090. Yeah. My brain's not working. Like it gives me the image that it'll be around there instead. Oh. Let me move the camera a little. So it looks a little sillier. Yeah, there we go. Now I just need to sit up a bit more, like. There we go. And just check. The basic ramen is 1,000. Ah, that's 1,180. No, man. For Ichiran, Oh, the poor people who actually tried it for that price though. Fuck. That's a lot. Like, I would say like good ramen would be around 1,300 at this point. So like 1,180. Yeah, I mean like they need to keep up the image of being like premium, but still that's way too much. I feel like. They mostly do dungeon keys, which you get extra for ads for free every day of an increase in reward rate. Yeah, but like daily ads and like daily ads for items, it's like it's a very tough system to get to work, especially in like the East, I guess. Like if the game is like initially from the West and their like main audience is in the West, I can see that working. But like if it's a game from Japan or Korea and they're trying to do like ads first, I can see why like they're like kind of strapped for cash now, since it's not a very viable system, especially in Japan. His name was just boring, not as an actual name. Yeah, I mean it's that I can understand, because like some games do that where they don't want to reveal the guy's name initially. Asian prices are, I think the side menus are criminal. I was like 150 for both. 150 for a bowl of rice. Bruh, if I go to the random neighborhood ramen place like just like down the road from where I live, they give the bowl of rice for free. you can even ask for a big bowl of rice and they'll give it for free. Like 250 for a bowl of rice is insane. I mean like most places that allow like rice as well, they typically charge like 100 yen. Like 250 sounds closer to like what I would expect a place to charge for porridge. And that's like for a very specific like specialist ramen place, like the duck ramen I mentioned before. If you go there like in like now and like this season, they actually serve you like porridge, which you can then like put the porridge into the soup and eat it like that instead. Like places like that charging like 200 to 300 yen, I can understand, because they're giving you a gimmicky like dish that goes well with the food. But like for a bowl of rice, it's kind of messed up. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff where it's just better to buy no ads package, because it does suck. Like that actually sounds like a very big scam. Like the fact that they're actually allowed to get away with that just sounds insane. If I go to the ramen shop at like late 12 at night, they give me a free goes. I say, oh, that's really good as well, yeah. Especially if you're in Osaka, like, the people there are a lot friendlier. They'll probably be willing to do it. Although to be fair, finding a ramen shop that's actually open that late is also pretty tough nowadays. So like the fact that they gave you gyoza, it's like, that sounds so nice. But yeah, Ralph, I mean, like, it really does sound like the game really is just going on a full pay to win route, huh? Or like they really are just like trying to monetize as hard as possible. Like with games like those, to say I can understand feels kind of messed up, but more like I can see like situations where like they might get desperate enough to do it, but yeah, it's quite unfortunate that they're doing that to begin with though. Although I'm still surprised that you can like put stuff in a package and make the package more expensive than like its contents and have that be legal. Let me find the name of the Keihin. I don't know what's the English name of the law in Japan, but like Keihin. Yeah, it's Keihin Hyoji Hyo. Oh. Is there an English word for this? Eigo. Premiums and Representations Act. I feel like that's not right, but like acts against unjustifiable premiums and misleading representations. That's the one. A lot of it ends up like applying to gacha games, especially in Japan. Like it's quite crazy the levels to which that like law can apply in Japan, but basically it aims to prevent you from like pricing stuff in a way that could potentially like excessively like, squeeze money out of your audience as well. So even things such as if you have a package, the contents of the package cannot be on a discount greater than 20% of the value of the package. So if like everything in the package costs like if you give an free item along with the package, the free item cannot exceed more than 20% of the value of the package itself. So if you sell a 10k yen package, you can only give like goods with the package up to a total of 2k yen. And this applies even to like gacha games as well. The exception with this being the case where like your package is part of a step up thing. So like if you buy A and then you unlock the ability to purchase B and then C and then D, then you can like backload everything into D and have D be like 60% and the first three be like, I don't know, like 666 or something. And that was technically legal as well. Was gonna buy the tick ticks, forget it had tempo and I already sparked. Wait, sparked as in you already hit the 200? Wait, who is she? Wait, what was happening? She just entered, right? Okay, yeah, she is new. For a second I thought like I missed something there. But yeah, the pick ticket is like, I mean, if it's like a select for a specific character and you really want Akko, I guess that could still be used for Akko, right? And the Pop faction is against witches, but there's also the Palace Warriors who... Yeah, the Death Squad there. Yeah, like, so it's more like, there's the Pope, there's the witches, and then there's this bunch of like weirdos who basically oppose the Pope as well. Like he did mention as well during the battle with Justice that like basically many of the Palace Warriors were like disillusioned with the Pope, or at least with like the whole like religion thing after the entire issue of like the witch hunts happening. And so like I'm guessing that he and many of them like defected at the time. So they are basically like this separate group that are also fighting against like some of the ways that the Pope treats people as well. I want Himari, but yeah, I'll probably buy it during Track
もし
event.
俺たち
I
が
mean,
敵
if you,
ならどう
why
する
not
つも
Akko
り
instead?
だ
I mean, Himari will be funny for the feet fetish, I guess, as well, I guess, but like at this point it feels like no, I mean both Himari and Akko are quite used. You do have Shiroko already, so it feels like getting Akko would be better. But I guess no, Himari might be better for like two parties. And yeah, so you have a second party that also has cost gen.
さあ、みんな自己紹介をするんだ。レイナ、君から頼む。
Akko hasn't had a rerun. Yeah, but like the fact that
決死隊の副隊長
I think she did in JP at some point, but I don't know if they will be like doing that rerun at some point.
私はエイレネス魔法で作戦を支えてるんす
That's a very familiar voice.
みんな会えて嬉しいよ決死隊に親
Let's
族
look
も
the
いるなん
banners
て
near it.
知らなかった
Yeah, but you have like, I know you're running out of gems here. It might be tough.
でもさっきはジャスティスを
It's
本
also
当に殺
Himari.
したのか
Yeah, Himari is
そ
like
んなことするわけない死体よりも
she's
捕虜に
very
した方
used.
が使い道あるしね
There's a lot of places that she'll be useful in, but like she a bunny girl. No, she's also a witch. All the witches have their funny ears. Like Pyberry has it as well. It's just like a witch thing in this world apparently.
ああいう頭の固いやつに拷問なんか聞かないわ
Torture's no use on a man that's stiff of body and mind. I mean, I don't know why his body would be stiff during torture unless he's either dead or you know, but okay.
交渉用の捕虜にするか戦略のおとりにするか奴が口を開くだけの弱点を探す方が早い
でも君、勇士の命を心配するなんて何か訳でもあるの
This is where this game turns into something even more sus, right? I mean, we already had tentacles at some point, I think.
ただジャスティスが憎いわけじゃないだけ
At least this hasn't turned into like the Little Witch No Better, like fan Patreon or something.
はああなた正気
Not fan, sorry, the Patreon itself.
珍しい。
But yeah, Himari, like I feel like in recent, no, I guess Himari is still used quite a fair bit, right? Like I'm thinking to the more recent bosses, and it's like Himari is still used, but like Akko is like if you're like really gunning for like top ranking, it's like Akko was also quite important.
調査し始めたんだ。
Only witches.
ララク村の有志学校もその頃に
What they've done with No Better is crazy. Yeah, it's kind of scary how things have like just like what's the word for it? It's like it went from like 0 to 11 at some point, where like there was still a period where they were ironically making jokes about like no, we're not actually gonna do loots, you know, and then at some point they actually just turned into doing it fully as well. Like initially it's like when you look at the game and the plot, it's like there's nothing like that in it, right? It's relatively tame. It's like basically like playing Witch Spring, maybe, except maybe less depressing. But then like the initial Patreon was like leaning into it, going like, haha, look, funny loot, but we're not gonna actually do the loot R18 stuff. And then now they just like are full blown into it. It's crazy, like I said. Or the very least, it's quite surprising how far it has gone in that direction over time. What I'm more surprised with is the fact that like they were actually given the okay to do this as well. Like I mean, I know that the voice actors, like I mean the voice actresses aren't exactly like tied to the project in the sense that they are not like permanently tied to the company or something, but like many of them are like HoloLive like VTubers, right? Like I'm surprised that overall everyone is just okay with the fact that like they are now like in a way tied to this thing that is very sus. This when the heck this Deathsquad came in the story. Like they just came in the story like just now, like literally just now, when they decided to punch Justice in the face and like fight us for some reason, and then like now well like knowing them for the first time. Like I'm pretty sure in terms of the actual like plot development, we haven't really heard of them up till now. And it's like only
親
now,
族を擁護した勢力までも
as all of this shit happens and like he pops out of nowhere and punches Justice in the face, do we know that like, oh, these people actually
ここに集まった
are a
我々の
thing?
ほとんどは
Also, she reminds me a little of Melt
行方不明
Lily
だったか
from
死ん
FGO.
だと思われてる人たちなの
Like something about the way she dresses just like reminds me of Melt Lily. Is that a dark floaty? Yeah, kinda. I mean, it's actually a cushion, so it's a cushion that looks like a dark floaty. So it's actually quite I mean, putting it around my neck is not comfortable, but like it's not uncomfortable either.
戦死するまでは身元を隠してる村に残された家族たちを守るためにね
No, she doesn't really look that like Melt Lilith, huh? I don't know why she just reminds me of her.
最終目的は何だ？教皇を追い払った
But yeah, this was the other thing that I got at the time. What was I gonna say again? I remember I was like, I went off on a completely like separate tangent from like what I was saying about the Blue Archive pop-up store in the first place. In the end, but like, oh yeah, the store had a really long queue on the 5th day, cause like the first 4 days rather, were ballot only. And then the 5th day was the first day that like you could actually go down and queue. And I went down before the mall opened. I mean, not at a legal period of time, like just slightly before it. And I got in, and I think I was like 309. No, that's not. Was it 394th? No, I think I was even further back for that one. I don't remember the number because for both of the pop-up stores I was very far back.
国王ラファエロ様に忠
But I
誠を
think like I was far back enough that like I reached the store at 10. I basically went to karaoke for 2 hours and then I went back and I was still not done. No, sorry, I went there at 10. I took pictures and walked around till 11 and then I went to karaoke for 2 hours and then I went back. And it was still not done.
全てを元通りに戻すこと。その後は国王を信じて全てを取り返すつもりだ。
The first people probably didn't need to because like the first 4 days were essentially like, if I'm understanding it right from the people who got in, it's basically you ballot for the spot, then they give you a numbered ticket as your ballot result. As in first in queue. Oh. I mean, I don't... Surely they didn't... Nah, they might have queued up from like 7, 6... I don't think anyone will be insane enough to camp out overnight cause like... I'm pretty sure like Akihabara Station, they actually do like chase away homeless people who sleep on the streets there, so like... If someone actually tried to camp out outside the building, they would probably get chased away. It's not like pre-pandemic Comic Cat where you could queue like fucking a few days before and like no one will stop you. Especially since like Akihabara is like quite strict with that. Did she say that?
ララク地域で水蒸気で動くゴーレムを作ってる子なんだよ。すごいんだから。カンナのゴーレムは決死隊にとって大きな力になるはずだよ。私が保証する。
But yeah, like I don't understand how people manage to get that far ahead. Although it might just be luck as well, cause like with the more recent pop-up store at Animate as well, like the balloting for that one was a little different because you basically did it online. Not online, but like on the application called Line. Where at like 7:30 AM you had basically had to push a button on the application on a specific channel and it'll basically give you a number. And I pushed the button at 7:31 and I was 394th in the line, so it very well could be the case that like a huge number of people flooded in at a specific time and they just took up all of the spots before and that's why I just ended up very far behind.
そしたら君、カンナに我々のことを伝えてきてくれないか?
Because like yeah, like someone else I know, he was 10th place in the line for the Animate pop-up store and he actually did it at 7:30. And doing it at 1 minute after him I was 394th, so there was probably a significant number of people camping that thing.
作戦を実行しようと思っているんだ。カンナが合流してくれたら、 かなり有利な作戦が立てられそうだ。
ジャスティスの様子をちょっと見に行こうかな。
Justice was captured? I mean, what the fuck? You caused him to get captured. What do you mean? Her running speed feels a little off now. I can't tell if it's because of the location or what, but like, she feels slower, even though she probably isn't. Maybe it's because she's bigger and her movement speed is still the same. But as a result, she feels a little slower. Was supposed to use dark magic? Yeah, pretty much. I don't think he ever stopped. What the fuck are those? Why are people hopes in Japanese media always evil? Now that you mention it, they really do love to do that a lot, huh? I don't want to believe it's due to a historical demonization of like capitalism, but like it is true that like back during the Sengoku era, that was a way that like the many of the
見た目が変わったのにすぐ分かった
Shinto
の
like Buddhists tried to also like prevent people from converting to Christianity as well.
また会えたね。
And like this held on all the way up till like before the end of World War II, so no, up until the end of World War II, so I don't know if it's just a holdout from that, but it very well could be as well.
違うよ。ただ
Where
体
like
が急に
people
成長
with
し
like
ただけ。
initial
そんな悪い
leanings
こと
in
な
that
いからね。
direction ended up causing like the rest of society to, through the use of media and the like, to continue to have that impression and continue to use it as a trope as a result.
体は大丈夫？
A lot of God killing games, isn't there? Yeah.
まともに食らってたでしょ。
But it's also true that like in Japanese media, you tend not to be killing Japanese gods, but you do tend to have a lot of games where like, or like media where the Pope is bad. Like I mean no, Hellsing is a little tough cause like everybody's just fucking crazy in Hellsing, but like you do have a bunch of stuff where like they do represent like they do tend to put the Christian faith in a bit more of a bad light, I guess, in some forms of Japanese media. Like Fate Stay Night, the holy man is the bad guy. With Hellsing, technically the protagonist is a vampire and like the holy man is also the bad guy and stuff like that.
ねえしっかりしてよ。
And then there's a lot of like series where like if eventually you kind of realize that the guy in charge of the church is the bad guy. It tends to happen a lot, and I don't know if there's a specific reason for that still today. But like if I had to speculate, it would probably be like a holdout from like an older era. Oh god, we booped him. Just boop him on the nose. Especially now that he's defenseless, you can boop him all you want.
直接見たわけ？一方的に殺されたのはむしろ親族の方だよ。
何を言われようが関係ない。俺は魔女の誘惑なんかには乗らないからな。
あんたは自分の怒りをぶつける先を探してるだけだよ。
But yeah, it also doesn't help that there's still quite a bunch of like Christian cults in Japan nowadays, so maybe that's why as well. Like the one that set off like I think poison fumes in the train once was a Christian extremist group if I recall. And you still do have a bunch of like cults more on that end still in Japan, like the one that came from Korea. They're also in Japan. The moon one. The Moonies, is that what they're called? There's a word for it. The Unification Church, sorry.
判断なんかとっくに終えた。お前に少し何か言われたくらいで俺が。
Like, there's a bunch of reasons, and I don't know if any of them are truly the reason why, but it just does happen to be that way. It's a Buddhist group? Oh, my apologies. If that's the case, it would seem that I've been given the wrong information all this year.
うるさいわよ、さっきから。
心理教。Oh, you're right. Indeed it is.
捕まったんだからおとなしくしてなさい。
Huh, have I always been told the wrong thing?
今
My
歌それ
Abida was married because of a
何
Catholic related cult. Yeah, there's a bunch of weird things with that in Japan
鎮
still.
静剤。
And it feels like
現人物は
this is making me wonder if like we've been like told the wrong thing all this time as well, because of, as in like with the Siren attack all those years back
ね。融資とあんた
towards some end.
なんで
Huh.
もないよ。
Ah. Hey, Lavalutas, hope you're doing good. But yeah, there's a bunch of things that like it makes it feel like it might be a mix of like at this point like it became commonplace in the media to do it, so some people just do it, while also simultaneously there being like this group of people that might have also pushed it with an agenda, since like there has been that kind of leaning in Japan for a long time.
エイレネだっけ。私って先輩なんだ。私より魔法を使うのが上手なので先輩っす。よかったら私とお散歩しませんか。
Oh, but speaking of which, there have been like a bunch of Mormons that have been like going around preaching as well still. Like I always thought that Mormons were like the thing that you see in like American movies that go around and like get shit on by the Americans, but like no, apparently they are quite alive in Japan as well.
すごい。エイレネは結婚について
Like they came and knocking and I was like, oh, this is awkward. It's almost like the NHK guy in a way when they came knocking.
そうっすかね。
Wait, no, the NHK guy is probably not gonna make as much sense as a
ここまで出てくるっすよ。
point, huh? How do I explain the NHK guy? Like,
ところで
there used to be an era in Japan where like, because cable TV was a very normal thing, people from the NHK, which is like one of the national like broadcasting networks, they would go like door to door and ask people to sign up to their like fucking box thing that you used to have for like the channels for the TV, and they were like hyper aggressive. The NHK Yakuza. Close enough. Like the way they act, and they almost feel like they were Yakuza. Like people used to say that like when the NHK comes knocking to sell you their stupid TV thing, you do when you open the door, do not remove the latch. Like you know the chain latch on the door. Like do not remove that. Do not, if you have any form of latch, make sure to latch the door before you open it, because the moment you open the door, they'll try to stick their foot in through the door and prevent you from closing it and like try to wedge their way into your home, just so that they can sell you their fucking TV thing. Like they were that aggressive. Like if your door was not latched for some reason, they would actually push their way into your house, even though that like sounds like it should be really illegal to do. Just so they can be like, hi, would you like to buy our NHK services? You can change the channel of this. They became quite notorious for that. So like even nowadays, like in some parts of Japan, people are still hyper paranoid of like the NHK guy, even though they're no longer that aggressive anymore. It's kind of interesting how Pai Berry's voice is also just deeper now, just to match the fact that she's older. Balls true. Pretty much. Like the moment she suddenly gained the magic from was it her mom? And became more OP, like her magical balls dropped or something. These two are cute together, yeah.
上手。その魔力を少しだけ圧縮すると炎になるんだよ。
They have that like a sisterly vibe to them. Which makes it kind of funny because it feels like Pieberry was like just like a few hours ago about the same size as her. Like depending on how much time actually passed in the plot between now and the time that she aged up. It's like it could have just been a few hours ago that they were the same size.
まあ悪くね。
魔力を球体の状態で維持するだけでも大変っす。練習したらすぐにできるようになると思うよ。
Oh, she has the gobi. She says the S at the end.
もっと頑張るっす。
Gambaru-su.
先輩、もう少し付き合ってくれませんか？
今はやめといた方がいいっす。ここは強工場に近いから危険っすよ。
She talks like Black Joe.
じゃあ洞窟の中で練習するっす。あ、そしたら
Somehow it feels cuter when she says it than when Black Joe does though.
いいアイデアだと思ったのに。さあ、そろそろカンナのところに行こう。
I don't know why, but like every time I hear a character say "s" at the end of their sentence, and like all these like female characters in anime, it's like you usually they feel like the more like, even if like they're not actually like internally like, more carefree type, they always like on the surface feel like they're very carefree type, like kind of like Ichika, like Asahi from Idol Masters, that kind. In the field and track, yeah, she does have that vibe, huh? It's like she has the it's the Kohai thing, where like the energetic junior always does it. Wait, where am I? Naoba Forest. She starts saying oh. Yeah, all we need to do is to cause her to age up a little as well, right? So that she really does become a first year high school student level of age. we是 Wait. Azasu. What the fuck? This is very ominous looking, but okay. The rock is impressive, right? It feels... It's kind of weird that like we're in a cave, you see an entire organization of like knights like preparing to murder people, and somehow they are not the bad guys for once. Like what? A bunch of people called the Death Squad hiding in a cave, training to murder, and they're not the bad guys? Is this really the case? What am I supposed to do? Go to Matt's house. Location, Matt house. Who the fuck's Matt again? Oh wait, Pat. But yeah, it really does feel like recently at least the characters that probably have been like reminding me the most of the Sir thing are probably Ichika and the Asahi from Idol Masters. Which, interestingly enough, I was looking at Matt Escana's dad. Wait, where was he again? I don't remember where he was. Oh yeah, I was looking at a table of like all of the different series that are like considerable, like all of the Japanese IPs and like famous people across the like all forms of like Japanese subculture, and it was kind of interesting because like this website essentially tried to do a gauge of like the proportion of each gender that's into the thing. So like what they found out is that when it came to something like what was it again? Gundam, for example, they did both a gauge of the age of the average age of the people who like Gundam and the gender ratio of people who are into it, and they found that like Gundam is around like the average age of a Gundam fan is around like 43 years old, and it's like 90% men to 10% women and stuff like that. It was kind of interesting. It was fun. Kanana, the quest telling Kana on the news. Is this go to Matt's house? Which is why I'm confused, because like I don't know what we're supposed to find. Or like who we're supposed to specifically find, but like oh no. Oh no, we can still enter, huh? This house will never be full again. But yeah, it was interesting because I was looking through all of it, and it's like some stuff was also kind of surprising, maybe. Like I was looking at it and it's like Demon Slayer and Spy X Family are both also tend to have a slightly higher proportion of like female fans over males. And both seemingly have a average like age group of their fans being around like above 40 as well. Which basically makes it feel like the people in Japan are just really old. Or like there's just something about it that just attracts people of that age, I guess. Oh, I can't enter the village. No, wait. I didn't have to enter the village to find Kana, right? Where do I need to go? Here? Mine entrance? Oh, it was Matt's house. Like, their base is called Matt's house, huh? I forgot. It must be so weird and jarring seeing her just like suddenly way older all of a sudden. I wonder if by the end of the game she'd just be like 70 or something.
誰が殺したんだ？それは本当か？
それよりももっといい知らせだよ。それ本当か？お父さんが本当に生きてるの？決死隊の隊長のおじさんが言ってたよ。
決死隊。Oh! Oh! I just heard the Japanese text. Oh! Keshintai ka. Death Squad is a very interesting way to like. That's a very interesting way to translate that. I wouldn't know how to like
調のおじさんが決死隊の隊
Yeah. How would one? It's like it's a thing that it's like Death Squad is kind of very literal of way to explain it, because a Keshita is like it's a squad or a like unit of like a military body that is determined to achieve a goal, a typically dangerous goal, or die. Right? It's like it's not exactly a death squad in the sense that like it's a squad that is like, because like what the fuck even is a death squad? Like are you going to die? Are you gonna bring death to others? Like what does that even mean? But like with the Japanese translation, it's like a keshi type. I find my enunciation feels I can't enunciate the word on its own while like speaking English. Like my enunciation goes all over the place, but like ketsui, ket, shi, tai. But yeah, so it's like a squad that is determined, like the way it is written is like cat. The cat on its own is also like difficult to like explain, but it's like it's a squad that's prepared to die, if that makes sense. It's the best way to put it. Or that is ready to die is how it would translate in like Japanese. Or like it's how it would literally translate to an English, Ario squad. Pretty much like that, yeah. Like achieve the operation or die trying. Like it's used very commonly in Japanese retellings of the Sangokshi, the War of the Three Kingdoms, the Chinese one. Like in the Three Kingdoms era, like a lot of the Japanese retellings of it use that word a lot, because like every time someone does something in a very critical battle, they basically form one of the squads and basically run into the enemy's base and like cause like fucking hell to break loose, and then the other side runs away. So like it's a word that I ended up being very familiar with, having worked in Korea in the past. But like, yeah, it's a very strange English translation as a result. Because like when I hear Death Squad, it's like usually when I hear Death Squad, it feels like people who are about to bring death to others instead. But then again, this is a Korean game, right? So like I don't know what the Korean text would have been, but it probably would have been more accurate, I think. But I don't know whether the English or the Japanese text would have been more close to what the Korean text does, is the only thing. I miss 7-Eleven chocolate cakes. Did they stop doing chocolate cakes in 7-Eleven? I think they still have those here. I need to check. It's been a while, but I know that 7-Eleven here still does a lot of desserts. Is it like a pound cake, or like, does it actually have like lava cake chocolate inside? Let me sound like a squad of cold-blooded killers. Yeah, like it sounds like a squad that will bring death, rather than a squad that is prepared to die for a very dangerous objective. Like a Suicide Squad, as silly as its name sounds because of DC nowadays, it's like would have been more accurate even then. Like I wouldn't use the word Suicide Squad either because it sounds very weird in this situation, but it would have been slightly closer than Death Squad. So the chocolate pound cake was passing. Okay, I don't think we have a pound cake, to be honest, but like that actually sounds like it'd be really good, to be honest. I actually would want to try something like that. I need to go and check. Maybe they do have it. I really don't remember. They might actually have it. Like, it's been a while since I last went to 7-Eleven specifically. I like how everyone has forgotten her as well. At this point, everyone's just like, who are you? Like, in terms of like appearance and like the way she, I guess she just dressed quite differently now, huh? But yeah, like 7-Eleven I haven't been to in a while. There's just so many like convenience stores in this area. Also because anime collabs, I guess. Ah, yeah. It's always Lawson's or... It's mostly Lawson's and sometimes Family Mart. But like 7-Eleven almost never gets any anime collabs, it feels like. Like Family Mart sometimes gets Koji's and they sometimes have very specific goods. Like I remember the Bochi the Rock one, where it's like you buy certain items, you get like a clear file that you could select and stuff like that. But Lawson's gets the more badass collab since they actually do like acrylic figures and all that as well. Busting desserts. Oh yeah, they do. Like I sometimes still go down to 7-Eleven instead, like the one, not that close either, but like the closest one that's near my home, just to buy the desserts, and then I'll just like stock them in my house because I don't like go to Family Mart. No, I don't go to 7-Eleven too often. Because there's like the thing with like the area I live in is like it's super wasteful the number of convenience stores there are. Like if I walk out of my house and I turn left, I walk for 2 minutes, I'll reach a Lawson's 100, which is like a budget Lawson's. I crossed that road just opposite the Lawson's as a Family Mart. I walk another 2 minutes down from that Family Mart, that is a 7-Eleven. And if I didn't go in that direction, I instead turn right, it's like there are 2 Family Marts. I'm outside my house and there are 4 convenience stores. Is it like that there as well? Oh, that's really cool. It's both insane and cool. Are they at least all for different companies? Like I love the convenience of the convenience stores here. They sure are convenient. Hahaha. But it's true that like convenience stores in these areas are just very convenient in comparison to convenience stores in other areas. Like I can do all of my daily life stuff in a convenience store here. I bought my AirPods at the CVS. It's an official Apple seller. I think I saw something like that while I was in Thailand like many years ago, where like the Family Mart actually sold like mobile phones as well. AirPods. I'm surprised that they actually managed to get like an Apple. Wait, but isn't Apple like not as popular there? If I recall hearing in the past, like there was something about like maps aren't as updated on an Apple as on an Android because of the fact that like security and all that. But no, definitely not all. Let me get my... Oh, okay. I guess I was wrong there. It's a local app. Ah. Never Kakao. Oh, so it's a local app. I thought it was something to do with like specifically Google or something, or like an Android. Okay, Kakao I've definitely heard of quite a bit. I mean, like everybody has heard of Kakao at this point, I feel like, with what they've been doing in the... to like all of the online like manga sites and all that. Line's father company. Oh, that I didn't know. Yeah, that's interesting. It does feel like the more I learn, the more it feels like most of Japan's like most popular applications nowadays are just all owned by foreign companies now, or like foreign countries. Like it's kind of interesting. Like I've been hearing about how like Line is from Naver, which I'm guessing is a Korean company. And like recently I've been hearing that like all of the payment apps in Japan are like there's like all of the payment apps in Japan are now being like they're not being bought over by Alipay, but like Alipay is basically building a infrastructure to allow all apps to basically be used with each other.
俺はその逆だ。
Would be a good name for a pet slime. Slimy.
魔女と取引するのは違法じゃないの？
Slim Jim. Slime Jim. The Slimster. Alipay's been doing that over here as well. Oh. Yeah, on the one hand it sounds really convenient, but on the other hand it sounds terrifying at the same time. That like a company somehow has the ability to like just build an infrastructure that all other companies are gonna have to rely on.
魔女との取
Or
引を
Steam
制
Query
限
get
する
rid of
法
an
律なん
Alipay
かないし
proxy.
な。
Yeah. That's been happening here bit by bit as well. Like PayPay used to be the most common thing
そ
here.
れに
Well, I mean it still is, but
法が
like
適用されるのは人間だから
PayPay now like redirects
魔女
to
は
an
本
Alipay
に
thing as
分類
well.
されるから問題ない
If you try to use it for something that does not inherently allow PayPay. And LimePay, I think that's the same as well. So like some people have been using LimePay to pay for stuff that requires PayPay. Which is very confusing since I'm saying the word pay like multiple times, but like app names are do be like that.
まあ魔女との取引が見つかったら困るがな。処罰するかどうかは法じゃなくて教皇の気分次第だから。
It's a shit name in my opinion. It is. It's a horrible name. PayPay. It makes for a very cute sound that that plays when you pay. Because when you pay with the app, for some reason it forces a sound from the cash register side which goes like beep beep or something. And it works out kind of well because it sounds so stupidly ridiculous. These chocolate chips are actually not too bad.
それは俺も同じだぞ。俺が赤ひげの目についたらすぐに殺しにかかってくるはずだ。
Oh. To be something that cash registers make law. Yeah, they basically replace the sound of just like the thing going like beep beep instead.
代わりにこれを持っていけ。
何これ
It's kind of silly, but yeah, they did replace it with that. Also, this reminds me, like eating this chocolate chip reminds me, right, that this exists. I guess this is the reason why I'm not too bothered by like chocolate chips, to be honest. Like, while it tastes weird, why I'm not completely like finding it weird. I've eaten this before. Like, this is a thing. Literal potato chip chocolates from Royce. No wonder it didn't feel as weird as I thought it would. Like, I was eating the chocolate chip cookie, like I ate it and it tasted weird at the start, but like the more I ate it, I was like, this is not too bad. It actually tastes familiar, and then it's like, I remember why now. This one you would buy as an omiyage once, you wouldn't buy it. Yeah, I bought it once because like I wanted to give it to someone when I went overseas. So like when I was at the airport at like Narita, I bought it and then I went over and gave it to someone, and then we ate it together. And I was like, yeah, that's an interesting taste.
なるほど。じゃあ遠慮せず
Those
受け取る
funny
よ。
Kit Kats too. Oh yeah, the wasabi Kit Kat. I think that's the one that's most popular. I think there's a Maple Story Connect one of those convenience here, and if you tried to buy one of the Maple Story bread or something, it tastes like a Maple Story jingle. It actually sounds kind of cute that if they actually like set it up all just for the sake of Maple Story like that.
私たち盗賊団は動けないんだった。
Like that actually sounds like
代わりに行ってきてくれ
at least it fits the for people who are interested in the collab, it'll be one of those things that you can be like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's a fun thing. But yeah, there was the wasabi Kit Kat. There was another one as well that was quite weird. I remember, I don't think it was even them aiming for a weird flavor, I think. Was it sake? Or was it shochu or something? I think I hated that one more than the there was the alcohol flavored one. I don't remember what it was. I hated it more than the wasabi one, and the wasabi one was bad as this. Oh, yeah, it was this. It was this. Fuck. My fucking god. Why? 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 I tried this. I don't fucking understand. Nihonshu Kit Kat law. Yeah, it's like, why? Okay, no, it does not. It just tastes like shit. It tastes like if someone tried to make like a non-alcoholic thing, like alcoholic flavored.
話が通じてよかった。もちろんタダでお願いするわけじゃないよ。エンジンを手に入れてくれたら、
Yeah, they had a bunch. Like, what's the point of alcohol? There's no alcohol content. It's like you say that, but they literally have like 0% alcohol beer here so that people can drink it at nomikais and not get drunk. Oh yeah, this is as well. Yeah, they had an entire range of it. You have umeshu as well. Because why wouldn't you want like fucking umeshu Kit Kat? Yuzu shu? You know, cause you can't just have yuzu Kit Kat, you need to have yuzu sake Kit Kat. I got a few of beer. Yeah, me neither. It's just like
エンジンの耐久
it's
性を
just like
試したいだけでしょ。
when you get forced to drink it at like a nomikai or something, 5% is a easier taste to go with. It's like drinking bread.
あんたは有志たちとの実践経験
That's
が
a
多
way
い
to
から
describe it.
データは分かったよ。
I'm okay with it, to be honest. Like, I don't hate it, but like, it fills me up very fast, so I can't drink much when I drink beer.
だが赤ひげに会うには
Like,
バベリア町を通らなくちゃ
I
ならない
feel like given the same amount of like vodka and beer, I would probably be able to drink the same quantity of both. Because like there's something about beer that just fills up my stomach to the point that I just can't drink a lot.
ご主人様、もう
But it's not like I'm drinking a lot either. Like I'll drink like 1 pint of beer and I'll be full. Like not drunk, just full. And then like I could drink like anything else, like apple juice. You could give me like 1.5 liters of that, I could drink it. But like beer just fills up my stomach. Because it foams up your stomach and shit. Oh, this sounds terrifying if anything. But DRGs are running and burn me a lot. Like takes a water gun for weapons, overclock unlocked, and it's like figure out builds that don't suck, but it's like miss the original game movement tech and such with verticality. Yeah, the game is pretty much two-dimensional, huh?
ちょうど俺が
DRGs
彼女
whatever.
に
I mean
発注
like
した
it's
貴族
great
の
that
衣
it's a
装
cheap
があるんだ
game as well.
今のお前に合いそうだな
And like for a survival game it does have like some interesting mechanics to it, but it really does feel like it would take a while for it to reach the point where they add enough content for it to be as entertaining as the previous game I feel like right now. Oh,
必
new
要なら
dress?
俺の名前を伝えてそのまま着ていっていいぞ在庫は十分にあるしな
My body is so much bigger now, indeed it is. Did you see those booba? It's cheap in the sense that because it's 2 AM or something. Yeah, if they actually made the DRG survivor game also multiplayer, I feel like that would be kind of interesting. Like just have a multiplayer survival mode, as silly as it is. If they can make that work, it'll be interesting.
これが成功すれば俺はバベリア大陸最高
But
の
yeah,
観光地
I
に
don't
な
know.
れる
There's
ぞ
something about beer.
かなり
Like I don't hate the
思い切
taste.
った投資だね。
Like some beer is pretty good tasting, but I just can't drink a lot.
さあどうかな俺はゴールドの流れの予想
I mean,
を外した
I
ことが
mean,
ないん
like
だぜ
if you give me like the very shitty absinthe I had, I probably wouldn't be able to drink a lot as well. But like, yeah, there's something about beer.
私も思い切ってかけてみようかな。よし、戦争が終わったらこのゴーレムたちを思う存分使わせてあげる。そしたらお父さんも喜ぶと思うしね。もともとこのゴーレムたちは
Cider.
人助けの
Oh,
ために
speaking of
作ったもの
cider,
だし
actually, cider in Japan has a very different meaning from cider
近いう
overseas,
ち
if
に
I
契
recall.
約書を持ってまた来る
Like ciders are like alcoholic, right? Like it's a fruit alcohol. But like in Japan, ciders are non-alcoholic. Typically, like most ciders are not
そう
alcoholic.
だ。どこに行けば赤ひげに会えるの？
It's like that here too. Oh, it's like that there as well, huh? Yeah. It's not alcoholic here when you talk about cider. In this part, what do you usually drink? What I usually drink. You mean in terms of alcohol or like normal drinks in general? If you mean in terms of normal drinks, I drink this a lot. Like, this is not a sponsorship or anything, right? I'm not sponsored, but wait, wait, no, not this one. This one. That's the wrong image. This? No. I drink this a lot. No, hey, experimental.
バベ
You're
リア
doing
町と
good.
ケンツ山の間に奴のアジトがあるらしい。詳しいことは直接調べてみてくれ。
This is like they call Sprite cider. Sprite cider? You mean like Sprite as in like the soda Sprite or like some other Sprite? There's non-alcoholic apple cider that's common, but
セ
there's
ラのところに行こう。
also alcohol version.
どうやって街に行くつもりっすか？
Oh, I can drink wine, some beer, or some
その服はサイズが合わ
highball.
ないっすよ。
It's called what's the Coke cider. Oh, okay, got it. Then it's got alcohol version. Okay, so I guess that it being like but that makes it sound like an alcoholic. A non-alcoholic apple cider is no, like it's supposed to be an alcoholic thing, but the non-alcoholic version is also common. So it's like a different drink in that sense from like in Korea and Japan in that sense.
ララクの実
But
が
yeah,
落ちてるところに行ってみる？
now Volutus, if you mean like what I drink in terms of alcohol usually, I actually don't drink alcohol all too much, but if I do, it's typically sake, nihonshu. If I can, which is not very often, but if I can, I get this. This is one of my favorites. It's not cheap though, so I don't drink it that often, but like if I had to, Man Mountain, best name. Otokoyama. Man Mountain. You can tell how manly it is from the mountains and the man.
セラが身を
It's
拾い
really
に
good though.
よ
It's not cheap, but I really like it. Like it is just very smooth for some reason in terms of the taste itself. Oh,
ち逃がしちゃった。
Oh. I didn't even know there was something there to shoot. Oh,
捕まえたよ。
but yeah, Man Mountain is my favorite sake. I thought there would be a sake called Man Mountain. Yeah, it's actually, and it's actually considerable, like relatively higher end. Like it's not high, it's not the highest tier, but like it's actually relatively good in terms of like the popularity that it has. It's from Hok mid range, I guess. It's higher mid range, I guess. Like if you go to a omakase that charges around like 20,000 yen, they will serve you this. So it's like if you go to places that are like relatively big, they will still serve it, but like it's not like the kind of thing that if you're going like super high end, they're gonna give it to you. But yeah, it's another one of those things from Hokkaido that I really like. Like, there's a lot of stuff that comes from Hokkaido that I really like a lot. I like how she just doesn't put on the blanket anymore at this point, she just sleeps. Okay, wall map. I'm supposed to go there. Okay. But yeah, it has quite a funny name. I don't know what the origin of the name is because I never really bothered to check. But like, when it was just introduced to me by someone, and it's just like this I can fuck with. And then I just ended up like sometimes ordering it, but not too often. I don't really like to drink alone as much, if that makes sense. Like once in a while maybe, but not too often.
かわいいお姉ちゃん、こんにちは。俺たちのこと
Hello,
知って
pretty
るの？
lady. That's if it weren't for the fact that they are like fucking 5 or 6, this sounds like a pretty creeper line to be honest. Social drinker, huh? Yeah.
かわいいお姉ちゃん。嬉しい
Like,
な。
the most I used to drink was maybe it's just not the right alcohol. Like if you give me something that's like a cocktail that was like more on the sweet end, I would probably just like drink that casually sometimes. But like yeah, more often than not, it's more like socially I'll drink. But like for streams I'll drink. But like if I'm alone and like just staring at the window, I probably wouldn't drink as much. Unless maybe I'm like highly stressed or something. This alcohol is bad to me. Yeah, I mean like that's the thing with alcohol, right? The whole reason why like people drink cocktails in the first place is to like basically mask the fact that alcohol doesn't taste the taste of the alcohol, so it doesn't taste as shit. My body can't process alcohol, so even a bit of alcohol makes my head ring. Because if you're alcoholic, you cannot drink. Oh yeah, especially at work, huh?
わあ、かっこいい。
Like especially since like the drinking culture is still probably a lot worse there than in Japan. Like nowadays in Japan, unless your company is
体が
black,
大きくなったの。
you typically wouldn't be forced to drink. So like a lot of people have been able to like get off without having to drink anymore.
俺も早く大きく
But
な
I
り
heard
た
that
い。
in Korea
秘
it's
訣
like
は何？
still quite bad. Or at least that's what like popular media likes to portray it. But yeah, is it because of like an alcohol allergy that you have? Like not being able to process it can definitely like fuck with the body if you drink too much of it.
いや、そうじゃないんだ。詳しいことは今度教えてあげる。ところで、みんなはここで何してる
Jalen
の？
is still very aggressive.
姉ちゃんの代わりに身を拾ってたんだ。ダビドのお姉ちゃん、病気にかかっちゃったんだ。本当？セラが病気？
Yeah, that really does sound like it sucks quite a lot, but it's still just that aggressive
ラ
there.
ラクの実の中毒になったんだ。
Like the idea of like having to being forced into drinking as well.
どういう
In general, just like it sounds so horrible. Like sake didn't like it, champagne was slightly better. Yeah, that's fair. Like sake is a tough one because like unless you're drinking really high quality sake, it tastes like shit. Like low end sake is horrible.
肌の色が少し紫色になって。
It's a lot like I don't want to make fun of shochu. Like it's like shochu is actually okay at times, but like some shochu as well. Not for me. Like to me like low end shochu and sake just taste like shit. I can't handle either.
命に別
Champagne-
状はないけど、
In a way, champagne would be slightly better because of the fact that it's made from fruits. In a way that like you still kind of get that taste just a little bit, right? So it tends to be a little better in that
中
sense.
毒っすか。
For genetics that can't process ethanol in my body, I don't think it's like an allergy. Ah, okay, yeah, this physical constitution then, yeah.
それでも
Understandable.
パイベリー、
It's like what causes some people to have like the Asian flush more than others as well.
ゴリラ草？
Oh yeah. Gorilla Grass though. What the fuck is Gorilla Grass? The what now? Who is Sarah? Sarah is David's sister. It's just another NPC in this game. She's just like his sister. Oh, yeah, water gorillas can kill her. Oh yeah, what the fuck is? No, it really is Gorilla Grass. I just noticed it because I was looking at Discord for a second. What the fuck? I heard that eating the grass that grows on the foreheads of water gorillas can help cure. Excuse you?
水牛ゴリラのおでこに生えてる草を食べたら解毒できるらしいんだ。
That's not a mistranslation. What the fuck do you mean? The grass that grows on the forehead of a water gorilla. This sounds like a line that like fucking like ChatGPT would have come up with. It's not an NPC, huh? No, she's an adult NPC. Like she's like the older sister that like is like the like the sibling gap where like the age gap is so big that the second child is thought to be like a mistake or something. Basically that. Only eats berries. How is she still alive? No, they need to get the berries because I think because like I'm not sure if they sell it or something, but they probably need the berries or something. Like she just like gathers berries and like they're doing it in her place cause like she's sick or something.
水牛ゴリラはものすごく凶暴だから俺たちは近づくことすらできなくて。そういうことなら私に任せて。すぐに持ってくる
Yeah,
よ。
man, I don't know what's going on with this, but like, yeah, what are gorillas? Oh, she's been poisoned by the berries. So we need to find the fucking forehead gorilla grass. I kind of want to see what the fuck this gorilla grass is before I go. Northeast Lilac Forest. Northeast. Northeast? Okay, wait, I need the map. Map? Here? Northeast. What the fuck's a water gorilla? But yeah, Cinnamon, I was just wondering because I did have I did know a person who was allergic to it as well, and like for them it was also quite rough. Especially back in the day. At least with theirs it was an allergy, so they kind of managed to get away with it to some extent, but even then it was like one of those things that was quite rough as well. And so I was wondering if it was the same thing. Oh wait, is this the water gorilla? Although it is safe if you don't touch it, angry it gets the more powerful it becomes. Wondering one hot superiors. Yeah, but that's the thing with superiors in general. It's like when they start to like force people to drink more. Which at least in Japan doesn't happen as much anymore, but like it's like when it's those companies where they just like force you to drink more and more, and it's like there's the whole like face issue and all that stupid stuff. Blah blah blah. That to that extent, huh? That sounds horrible. It's not a lot of damage. That's good.
私の番だよ。どれどれ
Oh no, that thing is really slow, huh? Wait, we already
ちょうどゴリラのおでこに草が生えてるよ。
Wait, we already won? I got an achievement for that. Wait, why is this so easy? What the fuck? That was surprisingly really easy.
よーし、ゴリラのおでこから
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Huh.
Congratulations! Congratulations! Congratulations!
I thought that would take a lot longer, to be honest. Like the previous battles before this point were so difficult that like I didn't expect this to be so easy.
あれ、髪の毛まで抜いちゃった。ごめんね。
This is certainly a thing.
ダビドのところに行こ
う。やっぱりパイベリーならできるって信じてたよ。俺の姉ちゃんを2回も助けてくれた。ありがとうございます、パイベリー様。こんなに何度も助けていただいて。当然だよ。ダビドは私の友達だもん。そうだ、ラルフさんから話は聞きま
But
した。
yeah, Raul, if you're wondering, this is Sarah.
必要なんですよね。あ、もうラルフが話してたんだね。早い。ちょうど服が手元にあるんですが、着てみますか？
Skylake. Oh, oh, oh.
わあ、俺も気になる。姉ちゃんが作った服はすっごくかっこいいんだ。
Yes, Pyberry, put it on. Put it on.
みんなはあっち行ってて。
なんで？
みんな、女の子が服を着替えるときは一人にしてあげなきゃダメよ。
俺たち友達じゃん。裸になって川で一緒に泳げるよ。
ダビド。
わかったよ。
セラ姉ちゃん、なんで怒ったんだろう。
こっそり鉱山を探検したのがバレちゃったんだ。早く離れよう。
どうですか？
What does it look like
気
she
に
has
入りました？
Ah, no, this.
すっごく気に入ったよ。
I like how she still has that funny derpy like cat. The ooh smile as well.
わあ、すごく可愛い。
She just has that very. She just has very strong cat girl vibes right now.
ダビド、もしかして私のこと好きになっちゃった？
違うよ。服が可愛いって意味だからな。あれ？顔が真っ赤になってるけど。違うって。
ダビド、私は子供には興味ないもんね。
The cough a little. It seems that my throat is getting a little irritated by something. I'm not sure what. Maybe it was the chocolate chips.
なんで？私に告白したいか
Oh,
ら。
that actually looks really cute. No, that outfit really does look really cute. Something special to eat in paydays? What do you mean? You mean like something special that I would go and eat when payday comes?
そうだ。ところでパイベリー、アンナが最近来ないんだ。
Hmm.
何か知ってる？ああ、そっか。
This tough.
みんなはまだ知らなかったのか。
何？
Usually I would.
あったの？
There are a bunch that I would want, but some of it is a little tough. Like once, not every payday, but sometimes when I'm feeling a little richer, I will go and eat the at the Anago place I mentioned before. I'm sorry, Anna has passed away. Why are they telling us this in like a pop-up? The one that I most commonly go to, I guess, would be to eat like steak at Akihabara.
嘘だ。嘘に決まってる。
Like there's a
悪い勇士たちめ。
絶対に許せない。
there's two. One is like a very random like normal steak place on the second floor of
アンナさんが
a random building in Akihabara, and the second is like the first floor. There's actually a very high. There's a relatively expensive like yakiniku place that is really good. And I almost go there cause like all the beef there is A5.
この世界に正義の勇士なんていないんだ。勇士になる夢なんか捨ててやる。
No, David.
みんな約束するよ。私が絶対に教皇を懲らしめるから。
The Japanese text there sounded so heavy in comparison. Like there's actually a tonal whiplash with the Japanese version, cause like she has that like energetic smile on her face, and she's just saying like, "Don't worry, I'll destroy the Pope." It's just not even saying like, "I'll make sure he pays for what he's done." It's like she's just like, "I'll destroy the Pope." Like, oh, there's a very big difference in like how heavy the line
もう
sounds.
二度と私たちがパイで築いた思い出を誰にも壊させないようにするよ。必ずそんな世界になるから、もう少しだけ待ってて。私
But yeah, when payday comes around, I'm feeling a little richer. It's like typically I'll go eat like beef or something, either yakiniku or I'll just go eat like harami steaky, harami. I keep forgetting what it's called in English. Harami. No, fuck. Harami. Eigo. The skirt steak. Yeah, there's a specific cut of it that I really like.
と少し悲しみを
Like
乗り越えられたと思
not
ったのに
salon, not ribeye. I actually don't really like ribeye that much. So I'll just go and specifically get harami.
アンナの
Because
話を
there's just
した
something
ら
about this specific cut.
心がずっしりと重くなっちゃった。久しぶりにアンナの家に行ってみたい。
Oh no. We're gonna have to go. Is this where we continue her depression arc? We go back to Anna's house and she gets depressed again. Is this the one? Desolate Hill. Oh, what? Oh.
白い魔女が来たぞ。
Interesting. Oh, yeah, and then like, by the time she got here, they already built a grave for her.
村人たちみんなでアンナを追悼してたんだ。
ここでは誰もパイベリー様を避けたりしません。なんなのみんな。あれほどアンナを憎んでたくせに。
アンナが子供たちにパイを分けてたのは俺たちも知ってる。彼女はずっと俺たち村人の力になってくれてたんだよな。それなのに俺たちはアンナを毛嫌いしてた。
だからどうして。
私たちがアンナと仲良くしてたら彼女も危ない目に遭ってたはずよ。人間と魔女が仲良くするのは教皇の望む光景じゃないから。この村は教皇に常に監視されてるから用心するしかなかったの。
今さら何？全部ただの言い訳じゃん。
そうだ、俺たちも分かってる。ただの恥ずかしい言い訳だって。かつてはこの村にも不条理に立ち向かう勇敢なリーダーがいた。だが彼らはみんな教皇に殺された。
They're really making out the Pope to be just this completely horrible person, huh?
残った俺たちはただ力に押さえつけられ振り回される、そんな情けない存在なんだ。力を持たない者にできることなんて何もない。恥ずべきことをしてるのは分かってるさ。だが
You're good there.
彼女を追悼することくらいは許してほしい。
アンナ、村の人間たちはアンナを心から憎んでたわけじゃないんだって。この言葉がアンナにとってどれだけ救いになるかはわからない。でもアンナの親切心が村人を反省させたのは事実だよ。アンナの親切心が卑劣さと憎しみに勝ったんだね。それから私 んに会ったんだ。ほんの一瞬だったけど、心から私のことを愛してるって言葉を生まれて初めて聞いたの。胸が張り裂けそうな気持ちになったけど、なんて説明したらいいかわからないや。どんな気持ちかはわかるよね。アンナは天国でミイロに会ったと思うから、私もお母さんにまた会おうと思ってるんだ。天国から応援しててね、アンナ。ベルシュタインおじさんのところに行ってカンナのことを伝えよう。
That was a sudden, very heavy sin. That much is for sure. Like, hot damn. Also, like, so it turns out that like Anna really wasn't her mom the whole time, huh? And here I was like so confident that that was actually gonna be the case, and it's just like nope. Turns out none of that actually was true. Anyway, I guess we can quickly do this and then I'll go off for today since it is getting a little late and I'm still not completely recovered yet, so best to get a little more rest then. What? Wait, oh, I'm supposed to dodge, right. I was supposed to dodge, right. That's what I was forgetting to do. Okay, now I know how to do this. It's fine. There we go. She's really so cute. God damn it. Look at her with her funny book, with like the funny doodles on it. Like she's just not even paying attention to whatever lesson she was doing. She's adorable. But okay. It's getting late for today, so I guess we'll end it here. Thank you guys for dropping by. We'll try to I'll try to keep the rest of the schedule for this week without like missing a day like last week. At the very least, I'm mostly better now, so like health-wise, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, tomorrow we'll continue to run Smart. I'll leave the survey, the poll running till I'll leave it running until the end of the week. But meanwhile, I feel like we could probably do some of the stuff that is like easier and more chill to do as well. So like maybe on Saturday after DRG, we could probably do like a either Gartic Phone or Little Company. I'll probably put it up in the announcement as well for those who are interested, since the original schedule didn't exactly have it. For those who are interested. But yeah, for Minecraft Skyblock, I'll go and figure out the thing as well, since it does seem like there's quite a bit of interest in that. But yes, it's not like we'll only do one of the thing. We'll probably try to do multiple of them where possible. So yeah, just let me know which you guys prefer, and we can do those hopefully soon. But tomorrow we'll continue with the run Smart in the meantime. And Saturday we'll do one of the shorter ones after the DRG. And then maybe starting from next week, we can start to incorporate more of these into the week. But yes, you all take care. If you're interested in seeing the mod or just dropping by and chilling, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But otherwise, have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend as well, maybe even perhaps. And until next time, Sorry, just got a bit of a cough now as well. But yes, until next time, take care and bye-bye. No. Ooh. The timing on that, you got me with that one. That actually got me just before I turned it off. Like with how high the volume was, that actually spooked me for a second. But yes, you have a good day too, Yoshiko. And yes, heart to you too, love. Take care and bye-bye.